Broncos injury report, okay? It looks like Nate Atkins, once again, did not practice. Dre Greenlaw did not practice. Malcolm Roach did not practice. And all three of those players have been ruled out for the game on Sunday.
Yeah, which we talked about. I mean, if you don't practice the whole week, we know for Malcolm Roach, he's dealing with a calf. That's 2 to 6, usually maybe 4 to 6, maybe 4 to 8, depending on how bad it is, the severity of it. And he's a bigger guy. It's a lot more weight to hold. And for Dre Greenlaw, I mean, they just need to come out and say he had a setback. Like Sean needs to address that something went down, and he's going to be out for it because you don't think it's just one game.
No.
You think it's going to be multiple games.
Oh yeah.
We're paying a lot of money for Dre Greenlaw to be out there helping this team try to get to a Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, it's not ideal. I mean, the trend continues with him, but for no fault of his own. He wants to play. He wants to play badly, I'm sure. But he's not going to play, and I don't think he's going to play anytime soon. The game number 2 is in 9 days. All right, so I think the closest foreseeable target would be Week 3 against the Chargers. Do I think that's going to happen as well? No, I don't. I think it's going to be a while.
So, I'm still floored because I was like, I'm not ready to go that far because we don't know how bad it really is just yet.
We don't, but
for me to say like, hey, he's going to be out 3-4 weeks.
Well, at least 2. I said the next available, I think, target would be Week 3, because here's the thing: you're not going to hear from Sean, so you have to use your brain, right? And think about it. If you were trending to play, and now you're completely shut down, was that the plan? Probably not. So what happened? He probably had a setback.
Yeah.
Just like the Vele thing. They never wanted to tell us that Vele had a
procedure done.
But I have an actively working brain. I have eyes and ears, and they all work together.
Sometimes it does work. Sometimes it does work, Zach.
And you could just reach your own conclusion. So we said, even though they're not telling us, Vele had a procedure.
Yeah.
Now, eventually, 5 weeks later, it got reported Vele had a procedure. I'm telling you now, Dre Greenlaw had a setback. That's just what happened.
And you're speculating. You're right.
I'm speculating.
I'm with you on that. There definitely was a setback. You don't ramp up. You're held out during all preseason and preseason games just for you not to be ready for Week 1. And we talked about it earlier, and I'll bring it up again. My guessing is it was a Thursday. Wednesday you probably have off if you're a vet because it's the heavy lifting day. Thursday is it's a lot more pass heavy. So you're running around guarding people, not getting hit as much. My guessing is Dre Greenlaw was running out there like he did during camp, guarding a running back or a tight end because that's what inside linebackers do, and he pulled up again. And that's what happens when you have soft tissue injuries that you do not let rest.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. So it is official. Malcolm Roach ruled out. Dre Greenlaw also ruled out. The game in less than 48 hours from now. Cannot believe that. What's the single biggest storyline for you, Philip Lindsay?
The single biggest storyline is how does Bo Nix look with this receiving core? Bo Nix. Like the storyline is, what does Bo Nix look like? I'm not even going to say receiving core. What does Bo Nix look like in year 2, first game of the year? Because if we all remember, Bo Nix' first game as a Denver Bronco did not go well.
It was bad.
Did not go well. He could have had 4 or 5 interceptions. He was seeing ghosts like Sam Darnold used to. And it's okay because he's a rookie, but now you're not a rookie. Now you've been under this system for 2 years. You have the run game. You have Cortland Sutton back that you paid $92 million, not Bo, but the team. You ended up going with Pat Bryant and Troy Franklin. Why? And getting rid of Vele. Why? Because they give you the best chance to win early and often and to have explosive plays. But it starts with Bo Nix getting the ball out of his hands and making the right decisions.
Well, Bo Nix's first game as a Denver Bronco, he was not ready to play at all. He was in that silly-ass competition all summer long that some people around here loved. He went for 138 yards in his first game, 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 2 sacks, a quarterback rating, a QBR of a 34, a quarterback rating of a 47. It was bad, and it was just as bad in week 2. It took him some time to really ramp up. Wow, I'm a little bit surprised that was your biggest storyline. Not that it's not fair, but let me take up for the running backs. That's my job now.
For some reason, you just love running backs now.
To me,
Sick.
The biggest storyline, and of course, I'm messing with you. Bo Nix is a huge storyline. The Denver Broncos will go over the next decade as Bo goes. I think that's fair to say.
Oh, so you're saying the pick I had was easy? Okay, I didn't have to think about it.
Well, it's just
I'm offended now.
It's just low hanging fruit. Yeah, you picked
Well,
it.
sometimes the best fruit's right there.
Yeah,
Just grab it.
Yeah, true.
Eat it.
No, and I'm telling you, obviously, that's a super fair thing, because if you think you found a franchise quarterback, this is like the validation year to year number one. This is the time where it's like, it's not a fluke, right? You're not a one-hit wonder. And his importance to the franchise can't be understated. It just can't be. So, yeah, Bo Nix, you can't talk about the Denver Broncos in 2025 without tying it together with Bo.
Yeah.
But what is tied also to Bo's success or lack of success is what they can accomplish in the running game. And so for me, I think my single biggest storyline on Sunday is, do the Broncos have a ground attack for the first time in a long time? It was a flat-out miracle that they were a playoff team last year with the running production or lack thereof that they did.
No tight end. I mean, we can go through the whole thing.
It was a Christmas miracle, the fact that they were 10-7 with no run game, no tight end, no slot receiver, and a rookie quarterback. But, if, much like I said, hey, over the next decade, the Broncos will go as Bo goes, for 2025, this Broncos offense will go about as far as the run game, tied with Bo Nix in the passing game, can take them.
Now, when you say run game, though, Zach, specifically, is it the running backs, it's the offensive line? Is it JK Dobbins? Is it RJ Harvey? What are you thinking of? What's the focus, especially early in week one?
Yeah, I think it's all together. I think, are we sure Dobbins is a starter? Are we sure about that?
If Dobbins is not a starter, why bring him in? Why, have you watched enough of RJ Harvey to be confident that RJ Harvey should start week one?
Absolutely not.
And are you confident that he's going to pick up blitzes on third down?
Absolutely not.
He hasn't picked up a blitz yet. Watching those 3 preseason games that RJ Harvey was a part of. RJ Harvey did not pick up one blitz.
Correct.
So going into week one, when you know you're going against the Tennessee Titans, who are going to game plan towards one stop in the run, they're going to have blitz packages that you probably have not game planned for. Would you rely on RJ Harvey to do that, or would you go with the JK Dobbins, the vet who's been there for 6 years, that runs hard, that almost got to 1,000 yards? If he didn't get hurt and missed 4 games, he would have went over 1,000 yards last year.
Yeah, no, for me, Phil, you were making a lot of sense. I think Dobbins is a starter. There wasn't one time at training camp, not that this is the gospel, but there wasn't one time at training camp where they started a period and it was not RJ Harvey with the ones, or excuse me, not JK Dobbins with the ones. So yeah, I think Dobbins is the starter, but we don't officially know that. And what is the quarterback or a running back order of operation? Is it 50-50? Is it 70-30? If we both agree that Dobbins is a starter, what percentage of the carries is Dobbins actually going to be getting? We just don't know.
Well, first, we don't know how many times they're going to run the damn football. That needs to be where we start. Can we run the ball 18 to 20 times? Can we stick with the run? Can we let the run set up the pass? Can we let J.K. Dobbins or R.J. Harvey get in a rhythm? Are we gonna be creative and put pullers in front of these running backs? That's what I want to see in week one. But if you want the run to be successful and you want to establish the run, then you stick with it. Give me at least 20, 22 times, 23 times this game where we just stick with the run, especially when you know that you can beat this team and that you have the pieces to beat the team. Do it the right way, though. Establish the run early and often, and it's going to set your play action up, and now you have bigger gains. You have more explosive plays to the tight end and to Cortland Sutton.
What do you think is a fair target from a yardage standpoint for J.K. Dobbins in his first game with the Broncos?
Let's go 15 carries. He'll get 62 yards. And 15 carries, 62, a touchdown in the goal line. You're going to get to the goal line. You're going to let your running back run it in. Establish it by letting your running back in the offensive line do the work, and reward him with the touchdown, the running touchdown. I think it's going to be 15 carries, at least 60, a little 62 yards, and a touchdown.
Okay, and then for Harvey,
Harvey, I'm going to go with 10 carries for 43 yards, 3 receptions out of the back.